Hey guys, Kylie Leon here with the SketchBox Premium Box for March 2021, which focuses on illustration markers. In the set, we had a Marabu Marker Set, which was an exclusive and containing 2 permanent markers, 3 alcohols, and a blender. Then we also had a Copic Sketch, a Copic Classic, and 2 AD Spectras along with an AD marker pad. So here I was going to do my self-portrait for this month, and the color scheme was very purple, and I was like thinking very melancholy, and I was thinking of the snow and how waiting for it to melt and just reveal the greenery outside. So here I did a rough sketch in with a pencil because there was no pencil in the kit, and I did not trust myself to use a marker to sketch out the proportions correctly without needing to erase them. I start going in first with the Copic Sketch, the V12 Pale Lilac, and I work in where I know my shadow is going to be the darkest. This is just a way that I work. I want to keep my whites the whitest, especially working with something that you can't erase. Then I went in with the Copic Classic V15 Mallow, and I started to add a darker edge to my lighter tone. Then going back and forth between the Copic Sketch and the Copic Classic, I blended the two together to create a nice tonal quality. I then grabbed from the Marabu Marker Sketch the purple marker, which is called, not on the sheet of paper, we just have the Brilliant Violet, and this was a very wet marker. I found that because it had only a bullet point and a chisel tip, it had some very hard edges, so I kept going back with the Copic Sketch marker and blended that in more, which, using the Copic Sketch to blend it, created this really interesting violet, lilac, purple that I could use as a tonal quality, because as you use an alcohol marker, it picks up the pigments and you can move it around, and because I used my blending with a color marker, I actually am able to adapt the color in the shadow. Then I started going in with some of the other colors just to add some tones to the shadows. Though I really enjoyed this picture being primarily purple, I did want to use every marker in the box. Here, using the blending marker to smooth out some edges. Really, I don't like using it where it's really heavy because I find it lifts the pigment a lot, but I like using it to just push the colors into the areas where I wanted it to be lighter. Going in now again with the darker tones because I've blended a lot of it out to add it back in. And really the idea with this was just to keep adding layers and moving it around and creating the shadows. I like how this picture came out a lot. Out of the 3 so far, I think this is my favorite, but I also feel like my favorite is always the one that I just did. The alcohol markers are really fun. Do it in a ventilated space, just make sure it's not in a small enclosed area, and you'll be perfectly fine. I added in a little bit of the lighter colors, or the permanent markers on the outside to grab a little bit of the shrub that's outside the window as it starts to go some green ornery. And that's pretty much it. I really enjoyed this box a lot, so thank you so much for joining us, and check out the full opening if you're interested. Thanks so much, guys.